And again, just in, the biggest donor to Ron DeSantis's presidential bid has issued a stark warning for the Florida governor. Make some changes or no more money. Just in, that hotel entrepreneur Robert Bigelow told Reuters, quote, he will not donate more money unless the Florida governor attracts new major donors and adopts a more moderate approach. And boy, big money he has given. Bigelow gave $20 million to the pro-DeSantis Never Back Down super PAC in March. And he is voicing concerns felt by many DeSantis voters. The Florida governor has been unable to make any sort of impact on former President Donald Trump's sizable lead in the race for the Republican nomination, according to the polls. Well, we will be sure to bring you updates as this develops. And on this big news, joining us now, advisor to former President Trump, the host of Dick Morris Democracy, and the author of the great best-selling book, The Return, Trump's Big 2024 Comeback, Dick Morris. Dick, your reaction to the stunning news. This is the biggest donor to DeSantis saying, change or I'm out, basically.
Change or die. Yeah. Look, I think that DeSantis has never had a message for his campaign. He first said, I'm a great governor of Florida. Okay, but what about president of the United States? He sort of never got around to it. And then his message became, I'm just like Trump, but I'm not obnoxious and nasty and all of those things. And then when that didn't work, his other message was, I'm to the right of Trump on abortion and a couple of other issues. And when that failed to get traction, he's then said, well, I don't have the baggage that Trump takes into the primary. And that did not get traction. And he's sitting there having tried 3 or 4 game plans, none of which worked.
So, Dick, let me ask you, is it the trouble of his message, or is it the trouble that, you know, Donald Trump is basically taking all the oxygen out of the room because of also the indictments, but just his personality, the rallies, all that?
Well, I think that it certainly is both of those. But you ought to figure out why you're running for president before you announce. And he just naturally assumed that his record in Florida would carry him, and it hasn't. And when a donor begins to leave, this is not the rat leaving the sinking ship. This is, you know, the crew leaving the sinking ship. And it's very, very hard to reverse that. I think the key element in his statement is that DeSantis has to attract other major donors, which basically means I'm out.
Yeah, you're right. That is a very powerful message. And in fact, in some of the new numbers, it shows he is 17%. And you compare that also to Trump, who just keeps going up and up and up. Here's some of the latest numbers. Donald Trump tying with Joe Biden. But then now let's show the GOP field. If you look at the numbers, wow, 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 wow. And now to lose basically the biggest donor, or at least put on notice by the biggest donor. That's a really powerful message. Dick, what are you going to be talking about tonight on your great show?
Well, we're probably all looking at what's going on with the indictments and the arraignments, and we're confused. I think a lot of people are where this is going. And tonight at my show, Democracy, at 7:30 at night, I will outline what I think is going to happen over the course of the rest of this election. I'll take it from the indictments and move it forward month by month and give you a sense of what I would predict is likely to happen in the rest of this election, including the fate of Joe Biden and the fate of a Trump-Biden contest.
Wow. Well, we will all be tuning in, my friend. I know you have another big book coming in too soon, and we can't wait to hear more about that. Dick, always great to have you here.
Thank you, Rita.